Memphis, you are in trouble. Memphis wrestling, you're in trouble. Mid-South, you're in trouble. Due to the torture chamber, South suckers. Yeah.
All right, and welcome to another edition of Bluff City Wrestling, All Action and No Bluff podcast. And I'm Bob.
And I'm Josh.
And I tell you what, I want to welcome you to the show today. And Josh, I tell you today, what a great wrestling show we had today at Bluff City Wrestling. Man, I'm telling you, some good wrestling action. Man, what is going on around here?
Yeah, a lot, to say the least, man. But like you say, definitely appreciate everybody that's joining us, watching us right now. This is All Action No Bluff podcast. We're live talking Bluff City Wrestling, which just happened, what you just saw. And whether you saw it or not, we're talking about the review of what happened on today. So shout out to Bluff City Wrestling, man. Got to see us as well as Memphis Mike calling all the action. And, man, it was a power-packed episode on today. So much went on. You talking about tag team champions were crowned. You're talking about we had a Bluff City heavyweight title match. We had the CEO of Bluff City Wrestling getting into a physical altercation in the middle of the show. A lot of stuff we're going to kind of run down here as we go. But go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, we've got to talk about some of this stuff, Josh.
Yeah.
And we're expecting Johnny Dotson to join us any minute now. And when he joins us, we're going to be able to talk about what went on today and some of this other stuff. Hey, you want to stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. The best wrestling in the Mid-South, Bluff City Wrestling. And this is the All Action and No Bluff podcast that you're listening to. And I tell you what, Josh, let's run down on the show today. First of all, he's not on yet, but we're going to go ahead and do it anyway. And then he comes on. We can talk about it again.
Yeah.
But it is a happy birthday, a shout out to Mr. Johnny Dotson. That's right.
Sir.
President, CEO of Bluff City Wrestling. And what a wrestler he is himself. Today, Josh, I believe he's 45.
45 years old, yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. And happy birthday. Shout out again goes out to Johnny Dotson today. And he may be so busy and having a good time, he may forget to even join us today. I don't know.
Hey, man, you never know. But I think I see him right now. As a matter of fact, let's go on and bring him in. Since the man of the hour himself. And there he is, Mr.
What's going on, everybody?
Johnny Dotson, welcome to Bluff City Wrestling, All Action, No Bluff podcast.
Yes, sir.
Man, we're on hot and ready to go. Good morning to you. Good afternoon, as a matter of fact.
Man, how's it going, Bob and Josh? Y'all doing well today?
Oh, man, we're doing well and dandy. Look, I had did it before you came on, before you just come on. And today, I'm going to say it again, ladies and gentlemen, happy birthday to Johnny Dotson. Today is his birthday. And Johnny, I know, knowing you've got a cake or some food or you got something going on, you're hidden somewhere that we probably can't see. What is going on with you today, Johnny?
Well, man, I'm really going to take today and just relax. I got the ring ready to take to our surprise on Monday.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know what we got going on, but Bluff City Wrestling finna do something amazing and shock the world yet again. I got a lot of feedback and messages about the show today, and talked about that they see the show going to another level. They said that the second show was better than the second show. The second show was better than the first show. I just told everybody, you just got to give us time. We're getting there. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon.
That's it.
Yes,
that's
indeed.
it. And you know what's so funny, man? Like I knew it's so tough. Like we did all these shows and the stuff that's in the can already. You're like, man, I can't wait till they see these other ones, man. I can't wait. And shout out to Marvin again, man, with the production, what he does. I know it's a lot of hard work. I know folks talking about production and what's worse and better or whatever the case is. But all I know is he did a heck of a job and always does. And anybody that says this is the worst product of Memphis wrestling they've seen on TV, you're full of it, man. Just to be perfectly honest. And we've talked to this dude in the past. You are completely full of it because I've seen just about everyone that's been on TV other than back in the day, which was, Bob saw all that stuff. But no, this is not the worst.
Oh,
this isn't even the worst that's on TV right now. What in the world are you talking? Like, come on, man. I know he's not an idiot.
I'm wondering what in the world he's watching. Is he watching some?
Be real.
I don't know what he's looking at.
I'm gonna tell you, when you wear so much makeup and you put so much hairspray in your hair to keep it that hard.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes the fumes from the hairspray cause you to get intoxicated and have you on some kind of high. Yeah. And then too, maybe those tight pants he have on cut off the circulation and the oxygen to his brain.
Yeah. Maybe sometimes people's brains are not in the place where they're supposed to be. And I don't know. But anyway, but I tell you, I do not see what he's talking about at all. But at any rate, we're not going to give all that any glory today. But Johnny, happy birthday to you again, 45 years old. And look, we've had a lot of things go on today, and we want to talk about, first of all, we had brand new tag team champions crowned today in Bluff City Wrestling. Johnny, what do you think?
I think Brody Hawk and David Andrew did a phenomenal job in winning the tag titles on this episode. Brody has been around for a while, and I just believe that this was the opportunity for him to get his recognition and his just due in the wrestling world in Memphis. So I congratulate them. Hats off to them. But it's going to be a long and it's going to be a hard road for them to hold on to those titles.
Yeah. And I think they know that too, Johnny.
Yeah, what's so interesting about it, man? The tag division has been chaos just already in these first two episodes, where almost at least a good chunk of the teams have been all fighting each other every show. And you had at the end of the main event, with the Top Shotters came out. Yeah. With MJ Davis, Don Montana coming out, getting their revenge on Tommy Too Good and Smitty. And, just had another riot out there to end the show, man. So you kind of see the depth of the tag division, Johnny, that's in Bluff City Wrestling right now.
And I see so much potential in Don Montana and MJ, the Top Shotters. I think they're going to be a force to reckon with in the tag team division. But I might be somewhat biased to a certain degree, but the East Coast Bad Boys, I've been knowing them forever and a day. And a lot of people talk about their age and things of that nature, but to see those guys still fly, diving over the top ropes, putting their bodies on the lines.
Yeah.
Look, sometimes it's not in the rapping, but it's the content that's in the rapping.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
And that's what I think we got with East Coast.
Yeah. And to see those guys jump off the top rope, the turnbuckles, and flying across the ring with flying drop kicks, man, I tell you,
you wouldn't think they could fly like that.
Give me some more mic over there. Man, that is incredible.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with the longevity and their athleticism at the peak they are in their career now, that's a testament of them studying their craft and how long they've been doing it and the way they take care of it, even though they're older. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're able to do things that a lot of young guys can't do.
Right. And our guest on the show today, President CEO of Bluff City Wrestling, Mr. Johnny Dodson. And Johnny, several things went on the show we're going to talk about today. Were very exciting, talking about a big man and a strong man in himself, Mr. Charles Ray. Hey, you may not like him, you may hate him,
and the torture chamber.
And then he's a part of this, what you call the torture chamber, and guys, the Armageddon and the whole crew. And hey, boy, but these guys are somebody to be reckoned with, Johnny.
Yeah, but look, a lot of people don't know, like, Charles Ray has to be the strongest guy that I know. He do a lot of this strong man stuff that I really, got with the production team and the board and told them, look, we need to put that stuff on TV and show that this guy is really the real deal.
Man,
I would put Charles Ray up against any champion worldwide. I'm talking about from AEW, WWE, New Japan. I would put Charles Ray in there with anybody. And I guarantee you he will come out victorious.
Yeah. And look at some of the stuff he's done. Man, I'm telling you, picking up big old tractor tires.
Yeah, I was seeing the videos.
Flipping them over, and then had a big steel ball, lifting it off the ground, putting it on his shoulders, and not just dropping it back on the ground, but throwing it back. I said, man,
I've seen Charles Ray pick up a back end of a Toyota Camry with two people in it.
Wow.
What in the world?
That's how strong this guy is.
That's insane. And just to show that we ain't just bluffing, so to speak, y'all can see if you watch the match, the heavyweight title match from today, the way he was throwing old Ray Ray around. Ray Ray gave a good fight, don't get me wrong. As much as he could, at least. But I shook Charles Ray's hand, and nobody told me not to do that.
Yeah, you don't shake his hand. Don't shake his hand. No.
I was like, oh my God. My hand is still recovering. This was weeks ago.
And a lot of people don't know, Ray Ray is well over 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And for him to jump off the rope the way that he did and charge its catch him
in there.
That shows you right there the power that this man possesses.
Absolutely. And, it's nothing more legit than a heavyweight champion you can get than right there. As you can see the torture chamber putting the chain on the old Memphis Mike shoulder there.
See, but he's the Ace is the antagonist of the group. Like, you gotta hate Ace because his mouth gets under everybody's skin.
Everybody. And he's great at it. I can't even lie to you. I'm like, man, somebody get this dude. You know what I'm saying? But he's got these two monsters behind him.
Yeah.
And he can do some stuff in his own right. Don't sleep on Ace either. When it comes to physicality.
You better believe, Josh and Johnny, they're gonna protect Ace. You can back on that.
Yeah, because and the crazy part about it, and a lot of people may not know this, but Ace is really good in ring.
Oh yeah, we've seen him in the ring, and he's good. He is. As a matter of fact, when I first saw him in the ring and wrestling, I was really amazed at this guy. I said, "Look at this little guy." To me, you look at him, little man, but man, I'm telling you, you talking about he reacts in the ring like he's a Charles Ray or somebody. I mean, he's all over you, and you can see why he talks the way he talks because he's full of it, and he backs it up.
Yeah,
I mean, he's a fighter.
That's it. Definitely.
Yeah, because a lot of people may not know. Ace is not a big guy, but he's a legit 6'3".
Yeah,
Yeah.
tall dude.
Yeah, you know, he's a tall guy.
Yeah.
You know, and them legs long, and he loves those kicks and those punches, and his reach is long, his arms are long.
And that running knee, that he can hit up inside your head too. So Ace is dangerous in his own right. Don't get it fooled. He's not just a mouthpiece.
Right.
Yeah, you guys, you got it all right. He can do all of those things, but at the same time, man, he can be the most low-down character you've ever seen. I guarantee you. But Johnny, happy birthday to you again, man. And
hey, you know, and speaking of that, I know on your birthday, I don't know if you want to bring this up or not, but
we don't want to ruin your birthday, Johnny.
Yeah.
I mean, but
yeah. So I don't know if you're gonna bring it up or not.
Well, go ahead, Josh. I mean, we got to talk about this. This was very disturbing as well.
Yeah. So a man that's been making quite a name for himself lately. Ed, I don't know if you want to say at your expense, or he seems to be really eyeing you over the past 2 shows. First 2 episodes of Bluff City Wrestling. Y'all see him right there. Buck Skinner had a couple of dominant wins already under his belt, but he seems to be focused on you, Johnny. How you feeling about this?
If anybody researched Buck, Buck was trained by Johnny Rods up in New York. Okay. Buck has also made some appearances on WWE as well. I just feel like Buck is coming at me to try to build his name here in Memphis. And who better to try to build a name off of than me? Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't want to be in a ring. I don't want to be in a ring. I want to focus more on the promoter aspect of it and the marketing aspect of Bluff City Wrestling. But during the commercial break, and I was sitting there just watching the show and making sure everything was going on as planned. And when we went to commercial break, I thought he was just gonna leave and go back to the locker room, but he came to where I was, and I just told him good match and stuck my hand out to shake his hand, and he just pie-faced me. What we call in the hood, we call mugging.
Mugging, yeah.
Yeah, so he put his hands in my face and just mugged me out of my chair, and I took exception to that. Nobody's gonna mug me in my face, and I don't do anything about it. But I'm kind of, and I get it. I know Lou, we voted Lou in as the commissioner, and I know he's going to do a phenomenal job. But I sometimes think that Lou take his position a little too far. Because I wonder if Buck would have did that to him, what would his reaction be?
Yeah.
So because I have not signed a contract of being a professional wrestler, and granted, Lou is right. I can't be both.
Right.
I have to be either or. Either I'm gonna wrestle or I'm gonna run the company. Or I'm gonna run the company or I'm gonna wrestle. I can't do both. And the only reason why is because I listened to what Lou said. Right now, because we're at the ground stage of our company, I need to focus more on the marketing and the business aspect of Bluff City Wrestling instead of being an in-ring performer. So I'm going to be the bigger person, and I'm going to walk off and allow Buck to have this one.
You know, and that's why I was going to ask you, man, because I know that's got to be tough. And y'all see some of the footage there, you know. Johnny was heated, man. I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, I was sitting right there. We both were. Memphis, we were sitting right there, and we saw him. Buck came up to you, basically, you know, pie-faced you, like you said, in the face, and, you know, you got heated there. And to the point with Big Lou, the refs had to come out, and you see he's kind of laying the law, saying, hey, man, you know, you got to do this, or if you either do one or the other. So I know that's a tough balance, man, being a competitor. You can still go, I'd imagine, in the ring, but I guess it's up to you what you want to do. So I guess we'll see.
Yeah, and it's tough. It's tough because, you know, I got kids, you know, I got family. I got a girl, and to be a man and get mugged in the face and pie face till you fall out the chair. And then the crazy part about it, he didn't do it while the camera was rolling.
Nope.
He did it when the camera wasn't rolling.
Yeah.
And so, and I know we have TV angles and storylines and da-da-da, but I think that Buck is really trying to solidify his position here in Memphis. Because let's be honest, I take nothing from him. He's a big guy. He's a big guy. He's bigger than most people think. But I just feel like don't try to make your name off me. Make your name off Charles Ray or Armageddon or somebody. Don't come after me. I'm just the promoter guy right now. I'm not in the ring.
Yeah. Well, Johnny, those guys may be big and all of that, but I guess he's looking at the position that you hold, where you are. That's what he's talking about as far as making a big statement. What other big statement could there be?
Then to go after the CEO.
Go after the CEO, for goodness sake. And a
man that's held as many championships as you've held in the area.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, because really we need to have a conversation about the possibility of firing him since he put his hands on him.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I know it's gonna be interesting to see how that goes going forward here.
But I don't let me make sure I say this. I'm the CEO of the company, true. But there are more people that's in administration that we have to go through in order to make decisions based off the company.
Yeah.
So I don't just say, we're firing them and it happens. There has to be votes made.
Yeah.
And that's how we run the company. It's not a one-man show. There's some things that I would like to do, but if I'm outvoted, we don't do. So
it's basically not a dictatorship.
Right.
So, I feel what you're saying.
Well, tell you what, our guest, CEO, President Johnny Dawson, Bluff City Wrestling, talking about what you saw today, what went on Bluff City Wrestling. And this is Bluff City Wrestling, All Action No Bluff podcast. Johnny, I just don't know where this thing is going to go as far as this is concerned. And, I just hope it doesn't go any farther. And I think Buck Skinner needs to learn what his place is and all that kind of stuff and who you are and respect that and go on. There's a lot of other people, like you said, he can do business with in the ring that are waiting really to fight him and take him to help him go to the next level.
Yeah, and I think I owe everybody an apology as well. I shouldn't have allowed him to get me out of character. I will say that because I'm in a position and I must be professional at all times. There's going to be some things that I'm not going to like, but I still definitely need to remain professional. So,
yeah,
definitely.
I want to apologize to you all.
Well, I mean, you really don't owe us an apology, but the thing about it is he did this, not during the show or just during the commercial break. To me, it's like, hey, a man's got to protect himself. Don't let anybody just come and push on you.
At all times.
And just like, hey, that's just like, you walking down the street. Somebody gonna stop and, just spit in your face. That's exactly what he did.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you, kind of the perfect segue here.
Well, you all agree with, and I get it, but the people on the board, they disagreed with my actions and my response. They was like, either I'm gonna be in the office or I'm gonna be a wrestler. I gotta, I can't be both. So
yeah,
definitely. And we're talking about spitting in the face. What happened with the torture chamber, who not only with the heavyweight title match, but then we saw what happened with Poker Face coming in and just kind of showing his face in support. And of course, the torture chamber has to come and once again make their presence felt by spitting in the face, like you were talking about, spitting in the face of Poker, which was Charles Ray, doing his thing there. So once again, Big Ace running his mouth, Charles Ray to back up, kind of taking it to Poker there, and it looks like he kind of backed down. That kind of surprised me, Johnny. Like he I don't know if you can say, did he back down or he just didn't want to get physical?
Well, right now, Poker really said he don't want to be an in-ring performer and wrestle. He just want to help, because I don't know if y'all know, me and Poker are like really good friends.
Yeah.
So he just want to help me to get Bluff City Wrestling off the ground, to make sure that it's successful. He don't mind helping with sound, cameras, promotion, time. He helps with a lot of the production stuff backstage that a lot of people don't see.
Right.
And that's all he wants to do. He don't want to wrestle. But I say again, you know, you got Ace and Charles Ray, these young guys, they feel like they have to make their names and their reputations off of us who's been around for a while.
Well, to me, and I think they're trying to feel that they're probably going to be successful at this. And this is where, like Lou Winston said, you got to understand who you are and where you are. And I guess y'all did not let these guys pull on you and make you do the wrong thing. But
now,
man,
I'm gonna say this though. Not condoning anything, but I get it. Man. This is Bluff City Wrestling. This debut on TV, and you want to make a statement. You want to come out. You know, you see a couple of guys like yourself and Poker that's been around and done this and that, and I can see where these guys want to come out. You know, not justifying it, but I can see where they want to come out and say, "Hey, man, you know, we're here. We're on TV. We want to show everybody that we."
But there, to me, there's a better way of doing it.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, there's all
and I got to be honest. Poker showed great restraint.
Yeah, he did.
He did better than I did. He got spit on. I just got mud.
He got spit on. Yeah.
You know, he did a better job than I did. He sucked it up and walked off. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
But we gotta figure out a way. And I feel like there should be a conversation with the leadership team to make these young people, these younger up and coming stars, understand that there is still a standard and there's still a protocol when it comes to wrestling at Bluff City Wrestling. And we got to make sure that they don't think that they can come out and do whatever they want to do, and they coming out, taking over the show, coming out when it's not their time to do an interview, interfering in matches. We got to get a hold on that before everybody think they can do it.
Right. Yeah.
This is true, because you talk about earlier, you know, what's going on in the tag team tournament. Guys were running out there left and right, getting into altercations. You know, and even at the end of the title match, you know, even though we got champs now, and you know, y'all saw at the end of the show, by the way, Lou Winston brought out the tag belts. Got to look at those beautiful belts on TV for the first time, and the TV title, which you're gonna be seeing more of that coming up soon as well. So man, it's an interesting time, man. But one thing about it, you know, you're gonna see nonstop action on Bluff City. You know what I mean? All action, no bluff for an hour. That hour flew by.
Oh,
watch man. Like, man.
Yeah, it did. And I will admit, it's gonna get better every week. Every week we're gonna get better. It's just so many times you can hear boom and oh yeah. It's just so many times you can see the same stuff over and over. And you know what I mean? We don't want to be stagnant. We don't want to be just in the same, you know, level and never rise or increase at all. It's just so many times you can see somebody walk around and drink a protein shake.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's why I took offense to a lot of things that he said on his podcast, you know. And I listen. I'm like, you know, you've been doing this almost 3 years, and it's the same matches week after week.
Yeah,
I can tell you what they're going to do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So you can't knock somebody's show 2, and you got show 86. Exactly. So let's see where we are at show 86.
Wow. Yeah.
And what I love about Bluff City Wrestling, we're not going to bring out some C and D list old wrestling stars. Let me just say that. We're not going to do that and still draw the same crowd. I believe that we give the roster that's at Bluff City the opportunity to build their own fan base and to put their own fans in the seat. Because I can bring in, I ain't gonna call no names, but I can bring in some C-list celebrities. You know what I mean? If they ain't putting their butts in the seats and we still got the same numbers, that's just a waste of time and money.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? So let's build these stars now. Let's build our guys, because Charles Ray, I don't like his attitude. He's a star.
He's a star.
Straight up.
Big Ace, I don't like his attitudes. He's a star, but he's a star.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And let's see what they can do.
Yeah.
We don't have to bring up or dig up nobody. You know, you bringing in folks that they already got one foot in the grave and the other one on the banana peel. You know what I mean? You know, what's this gonna do?
Yeah,
exactly. And you know, that last thing I'll bring up that was in the beginning of the show also. I can't not bring these guys up. Addison Kane, Mike Reels, got this little personal thing going on. Addison literally came out after Mike's match last week, said, "Hey man, you know what you doing, losing, coming out here. I ain't got no match." He takes on Mike Reels this week, gets the win in a somewhat questionable fashion, I guess you could say. And the referee finds out about it and reverses the decision. So
I hate to do this, but I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Mike Reels talked a lot of stuff prior to coming to Bluff City Wrestling. I love Mike Reels. He's a nice guy. But Mike Reels came into Bluff City with a cocky or confident attitude. And I think that kind of rubbed Addison the wrong way.
You can definitely tell. Absolutely.
And then once he lost, that made Addison feel like, well, hey, you're not as good as you think. And so, but even though when Mike lost, he was showing good sportsmanship because he thought the kid got hurt. You know what I mean? And the guy rolled him up and beat him, which is, I can understand that, you know, because everybody got families. Everybody want to make sure, you know, safety or whatever the case may be, because they did not like each other. It was just a match, you know. Both of them guys was fan favorites or whatever. And Addison just felt like Mike thinks he's better than he should. And I think Addison want to try to show him that he's not as good as he say he is.
Exactly. And you see that coming. That's good competitiveness, man, at Bluff City Wrestling. You got this show on TV, and a lot of guys are like, hey, you see the chips on the shoulders, especially with a guy like Addison. You can see it, man. It's like, hey, I'm going to show you what I can do. I'm better than this guy. I'm better than everybody. So that's good competition, man. So that's what you get when you watch Bluff City Wrestling, man. And I'm looking forward to seeing how this story progresses too.
Opportunity for these guys to show themselves off and to be the best that they can be. And this is their opportunity right here at Bluff City Wrestling. And Johnny, last comments before we get out of here today. And folks, you're listening to Bluff City Wrestling, All Action No Bluff podcast. And you can tune in every week at 1 p.m. right here and listen to this. This is the action or comments after the show.
Hey, shout out to Raja, by the way, in the comments. He said that TV title is mine. So I'm like, oh, snap. Okay. Raja, shout out to y'all know Raja. We know Raja.
Yeah.
So there it is.
Well, I say again, Bluff City Wrestling has an open door policy. You know, if anybody who's actually been trained wants to come and be a part of Bluff City Wrestling, why you ain't got to worry about a lot of politics and hairspray and tight jeans and makeup.
Yeah, them fumes, man. Yeah. Them fumes will get to you. You know what I'm saying?
Feel free. Come to Bluff City Wrestling, because trust me, in a couple of weeks, Bluff City Wrestling will be making some major moves.
I'm telling you.
I'm talking about there's going to be some major announcements. We're going to make some major moves that's going to shock a whole lot of people who said that we could not do this on a certain level.
Wow.
I'm predicting that we're going to surpass their level and we're going to set the bar. That's what I believe.
I like it. I like it.
And I don't know, somebody trying to call in for the show or
Calls me because it's my birthday. I'm constantly pushing decline. Guys, I got to get out of here because I know these people trying to do something for me for my birthday. Thank
Sounds
you
good.
all. All
Yes, sir.
Action No Bluff podcast, Bluff City Wrestling, episode 2.
Yes, sir.
yeah.
That's it.
Man, we're doing good.
Maybe somebody was trying to call and talk to you, Johnny. But hey, I understand. Yeah.
Right now, y'all are the priority.
Yeah.
It's all good, bro.
All good. Johnny Dotson, President CEO of Bluff City Wrestling, and thanks for being a guest today on All Action No Bluff podcast with us. And we look forward to joining you and seeing you next time.
Thank you, guys. See y'all
Happy
later.
birthday
Bluff City
to you.
Wrestling, baby. We
Yeah.
doing it. We finna take Memphis by storm.
Yes, sir.
Wait, Johnny, maybe
Yeah, he's gone.
he's gone. Okay.
He
All
had
right.
to go, but we can still answer.
Yeah, let's.
Call from
Yeah, turn that down too.
Yeah.
By the way.
Okay.
Think we got him on.
All right. Welcome to Bluff City Wrestling, All Action No Bluff podcast. What? How are you doing today?
Y'all already know who it is.
Oh, God.
First off, man, I don't appreciate y'all answering the phone after y'all let this guy get out of there.
Yeah. Well.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
I had a few questions.
okay. Well, I mean, it's his birthday today, for goodness'
Yeah,
sake.
he got stuff to do, man.
Man, so what is his birthday?
Yeah.
It was my daughter's birthday yesterday. I still called and talked on the phone.
Yeah, but nobody interrupted you, though. You want to call and interrupt the president and CEO of Bluff City Wrestling?
So I wanted to ask the president, the CEO of Bluff City Wrestling, a few questions.
Well, I don't think that today was a good time to do that.
We may be able to pass it along.
Okay, what do you need to know? Maybe we can help you out.
Well, first off, I keep hearing them holler about you have to be so trained, man. I'm looking at these cats on here, man. Trained to do what?
What do you
Come in
mean?
here and beat up on a few guys?
Yeah, that's
Come on, dude.
Okay, so what are you saying? Are you qualified and trained to beat up on somebody? Is that what you want to do?
Well, man, it's obvious that Johnny might need a little security. Okay? People
Yeah.
trying to pop off on him. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, he's worried about the guy being bigger than him. Hey, man, this sounds like a job for GKP.
Oh,
Okay?
okay.
First of all,
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you meet the size requirement and the strength and agility? You know, they got to go through a test. You know, I don't know.
Have you seen these guys? Have you seen Buck Skinner?
Listen to me, guys, as I put a little air horn here. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
It's not the size that matters.
Okay.
It's the man. Okay?
Okay. All right.
How do you think David was able to beat Goliath? How
Yeah.
do you think Jack was able to climb the beanstalk?
Mm.
Okay?
Okay. Jack and the Bean. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
okay. I ain't heard that one in a while. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Well, you got to give it to, like you said, Johnny Dotson is not that big at all, but yet he has battled through the years, and he knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah. Also, I don't think he needs any security.
Yeah.
We will pass along.
I
Just send
just
us.
heard the interview, man. The guy was kind of almost like whining through the whole interview, like, well, I don't know why you want to bother me. You know, man, come on, dude.
Yeah, I think you heard the wrong
CEO
thing.
style.
I think you heard the wrong thing. I didn't hear no whining or anything like
Yeah,
that.
you see how you let him out of here before I was able to ask him. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Hey, but look, you pass along your resume to us, and we will see what we can do. You know what I'm saying? We got your back, brother. You know, we with you, GKP. We with you, man. We with you.
Yeah,
Well, I hope so. Otherwise, I'm going to blame it on you guys.
On
Okay.
me? On us?
Man,
Okay.
That's right.
All right. Well,
we'll see. All right. Hey, look, it's about time for us to get out of here.
yeah. Well, maybe we can find a broom or something for you. But
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah, man. We need a couple couple of them guys.
Hey, all I can tell you, you take that broom and sweep around your own front lawn.
Look out
Before
now.
you come trying to
Look
sweep
out
around
here.
mine or
Look
give
out.
me one sweep.
Okay, yeah, all
Okay.
right. Okay. Hey, thanks thanks for calling Bluff City Wrestling All Action No Bluff podcast. And man, we appreciate you. Keep watching.
I will. Y'all already know who it is.
Yeah.
Thank me for being on the show.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah,
for
see.
being on it.
See, look at this.
Oh, I tell you talking about arrogance
Yeah,
in the
man.
highest degree. Well, all right, folks. Thank
Yeah.
you for joining us today on Bluff City Wrestling All Action No Bluff podcast. And our guest today is President and CEO of Bluff City Wrestling, Johnny Dodson.
Quick reminder, if you have not
Yeah.
seen the show on CW31, you set your DVRs for every Saturday at 11 o'clock on CW30. But if you cannot catch it or outside of the viewing area, you can check it on YouTube. It's on YouTube right now.
Right now.
Just search Bluff City Wrestling on YouTube. We'll put the link up on our Facebook pages as well, so you can check the show out also. Appreciate that. Roger says, be safe, guys. Appreciate it, man. Good to hear from you.
Man, Raja.
Yeah.
Man, oh my goodness.
Yeah, a beast in his own right.
Oh, boy, what are you talking about?
He wants the TV title. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Well,
Jed said he needs to be a writer and promoter. Okay, Jet, we'll see. We'll see, man. But hey, we appreciate y'all for tuning in again and watching and listening to the All Action and No Bluff podcast right here on Talkback Live Network and brought to you by Bluff City Wrestling.
yeah. We'll see you next time. Have a good weekend.
Memphis, you are in trouble. Memphis Wrestling, you're in trouble. Mid-South, you're in trouble. Due to the torture chamber, South suckers. Yeah.